my gosh, hi, come in, come in, come in. Here, I made you a drink. So how are you doing? How is everything? I got started without you, so here, let me get you your mask. I've been using this deep sea mud mask and it's my absolute favorite. Want some? Oh, perfect. Okay. So how are you? How has things been? Really? That's nuts. Oh shit, okay. That looks good. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie, usually I really go crazy with the mask and put all up in my eyebrows and got it like rimmed around the whole lip because you're trying to get all that extra, you know, extra skin touchage, but I didn't want to look crazy for you, so I tamed it down. Don't worry, I didn't make you look like that. If you want some more, I'll hand it to you here. I got mask all over the cup. That's fine, you know. Well, thanks for coming. I'm excited to catch up. So let's cheers first. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. I'm just happy you're here. Here's to an amazing week and leaving things better than we found it. I had to write notes so I can keep you up to date on everything because it's just been a lot. Let me write this. It's gonna bug me if I don't have this on here, but how's work been? I get it. Where to start? I have been starting with Unhinged, and in all of this month, I'm just like busting out videos that are for the Mirror Mastery Method course, and I got them all shot in like a week and a half, which is awesome, but now is like lots of editing, which is great, which is fine, and I have to create the slides for it, but it's gonna be so worth it. This has been like one of the best things that I've created so far, and I'm really, really proud of it. And honestly, I'm a little nervous that I'm gonna keep trying to tweak it and end up creating 10 times more work for myself, but I mean, it's gonna be worth it and I want it to be good. But the goal is for it to be done the beginning of October because I'm gonna start my Unhinged class, like dance classes in person on Sundays again, starting, I think it's October 5th. So I'm like crunching to try to get it by then, so. I don't think it's gonna be super hard. I'm actually really excited for it, and I haven't gone this far yet. It's been an idea stuck in my head for years, and it's kind of evolved a little bit over time, and now it feels more fleshed out than ever, and it's also like I'm really pushing myself to get it done no matter what. Like one of my goals was like, I don't care if you end up selling 5 of them or ends up being the final draft, like you need to finish the whole thing. Like you need to get it completely done because you owe it to yourself. So I'm really excited and have been on a super big push to actually get myself where I want to be. And I've let myself get too caught up in the self-doubt, and that's something that I love, being an entrepreneur and trying to create my own business and passion, but it's really easy to get fired up and motivated and excited, but it's not as easy to keep yourself motivated every single day. I think some people have it really good, and I also have it, but it's almost like no matter if someone's got it or not, there's always your own personal demons that you have to push through. And so for me, it's been like self-doubt. It's been my own body dysmorphia on camera, and watching myself like has almost been debilitating to where I don't post things. And so that's held me back we're not holding ourselves back anymore, like no matter what. No matter if you get all the worst fears that you may have, like maybe you get bullied, maybe you get teased, maybe people say things to you, like it doesn't matter ultimately if you're getting to do what you want to do. And I know that this is something that will make a big difference and something that I would have loved to have. I had to figure out a lot of things by myself, and I just don't want anyone else to have to go through some of these things. And simply just being a woman, simply just also letting your little girl self be the little girl. And like I've had to do that a lot, and just like, why are we insecure about being on camera? Because I used to record myself when I was like 6, 7, 8, and I would make these dance videos in my room and I would just let loose. I wasn't even scared as a kid. I remember I need to find a way to record those so I can post them for content because that would be so funny. You've seen them, right? You haven't? Okay. Well, I will try to get those and get them seen because honestly, it makes me so happy to see that girl and then I'm doing the same thing now, which is actually beautiful. And you know, I wish that I knew that I was just gonna end up doing the same thing and then that was a passion that I had for so long. But oh, sorry, I am rambling. I'm just excited. I haven't talked to you in a while and we need to catch up. Oh no, I don't want to apologize. It's okay. I don't need to apologize for that. My biggest goals have been understanding the fears that my little kid self had and tending to her to be able to be an entrepreneur and make these courses and film these videos and a YouTube channel seriously and not let myself get held back anymore because the little girl in me, that little girl loved to play and video herself in her room and I want to give her that. Like, she would have never posted that kind of stuff. Maybe she would have, but like there's a part after that part of me just shut out forever. And I just was never able to do that again. And then came cheerleading and cheerleading was my life. And I have talked about it in some of my videos before, but I will dedicate a whole episode to cheerleading because genuinely it changed my life in many, many different ways, good and bad. I have this studio that is everything my little girl self would have wanted, everything she would have wanted. Like everything in this room is everything she would have wanted. I've got kittens over there. I've got a nice little workstation. I need to make it a little nicer, but I don't know how to do that. I never was into computers. And I have a PC now and I have to learn how to do all these PC girl game things. I've got like, this is like kind of my stretching area, but I like it for content too. I mean, I've got a fridge in here, so I'm able to keep like kittens formula. I've got an incubator in here. Like even a couple years ago, like I've been trying to make this thing mine forever. I don't know. I love it. I love it. How's work been? Actually 10 times better. There was, the month of July was really hard. Yeah, because of kitten season and what people don't, it sounds really cute. And a lot of people tell me like that I'm really lucky to have the job that I have. And I agree, I love it. But when it got really hard, it felt wrong for me to talk about it. And I didn't really like talk to anyone about it. As usual, I go through the trenches by myself. Hard. There was a lot of sick things. You know, that kitten season is like, they start mating a lot. So that means a lot of kittens are coming in and there's a lot around. So what that means for my specific job is that they're flooding the shelters and my rescue is partnered with the shelter to help pull them because, you know, they usually get euthanized by the end of the day. So there's a lot of highs and lows and you're like trying to find, we can't just pull these animals because we have to have fosters. So we have to find a foster on board who's willing to grab this animal before we can say yes. So it kind of has a lot of juggling aspects to try to like save things and that urgency. And then we had a litter come in that got really sick and because they were like exposed, we can keep in our nursery mamas and babies because we can't keep orphan kittens that are under 6 weeks old in there because there's no one there overnight. My job is specifically to take care of the nursery and make sure the moms and babies are okay, make sure their babies are gaining weight, and just to keep an eye on their health and see if anyone starts losing weight, declining, and I step in and I get to help and also supplemental feeding and things like that. So I love it, but we had a litter get sick, and what happens when neonate kittens that are like 2 weeks old get sick? They don't have an immune system, so it goes into frantic mode of like, we need to take immediate action because mama's not gonna feed them as much, or they just don't want to eat. You know, like you get sick and stuffy nose, you don't want to eat. So having to then supplement feed those, and then sometimes they don't want to eat, so you really have to force them to eat, and you're doing that times. It was a litter of 5 that got sick, and then disease spreads, and then you get an outbreak, and then there was other litters that were getting sick and kittens were dying, and I had 20 plus kittens that I was trying to supplement feed and help keep them alive. And let alone, you gotta do it a couple times a day. So when I'm there, I'm trying to feed them as much as I can because I know we're not gonna be there overnight. So it's kind of crazy. And even if they aren't a neonate, get sick, like it's really useful for them to eat as often as possible. Like you start really trying to help them. It's not even easy when you have a litter of 5 or let alone 1. Sometimes it can feel like a lot, let alone now taking care of 10, 20 plus. It was okay. And honestly, we didn't have that many deaths, but it was just rough in the moment. And I don't think that I was prepared mentally for it, which who could be? And then also I just don't think I let myself process and write or like have anyone to talk about. So like it just felt like I was in this deep dark cloud. It was crazy. But we're good now. Things are better. All that being said, I really love my position and I'm really glad that I'm able to provide that care. I think for me it was just like, oh shit, I didn't have anything in place of like a plan of what am I gonna do when it gets really hard. Like I know realistically, like make sure you're going and taking walks, make sure you're moving your body, write about it. But like even then, I think I needed to give myself a couple more steps in place. Like you need to talk to somebody about what you saw that day just to get it out and then be able to wash it away and not take it home because it's really hard to not take it home. We're out of that. We're still in kitten season, but we're out of that. And honestly, I still have loved this job and this position. I've gotten to meet Hannah and it was really great. It was great, and I'm so honored to be, like I'm working on the final report for our grant and putting in different impact stories and seeing numbers, so like it's really reinvigorated me to keep going because I really, really like this. And as much as it doesn't pay super well, it's a nonprofit, so we kind of get what you get. And so I'm just kind of lucky to be working in this space, to be honest. Like this is a dream come true position, and it's something that I was able to work in and seeing my idol on YouTube that rescues kittens do this and then to get a position granted by her nonprofit. You know what I mean? Like that's too good to be true. And I'm so lucky to be in it. So I'm really excited to see what another year through it might do. Hopefully we get granted the position again. So I got some charcuterie, some apple cider cinnamon nuts, cashews, and I love green olives. I've really become obsessed with them. My little kids though, maybe even a couple years ago, nope, wouldn't have eat those, but now all of a sudden, I love them. It's hot. Oh yeah, I forgot to warn you. Did I keep the fridge open? I think I did. Okay, hang on. Okay, yes, I forgot to warn you that some of the salami is tequila and ghost pepper, aka it's hot as shit. And I really like hot stuff. I went and made an Aldi's run because they have the best charcuterie stuff, and they had apple cider cinnamon cashews. Are you seeing anybody? I don't believe you. Not that you need to be. That's okay. I think that just have some fun, you know? Focus on your goals because that's what's important. But it's okay to have fun and mingle and meet people. No, but you should do fun and weird that you would never do before. I don't know, like anything, like try something completely new. I did some whitewater rafting in the city and that was really fun. Water sports or try a dance class. You go to some, but you could probably dance more. For the last year, I've started going on walks a lot more often and changed me. I love it. I love being in nature and it's something that really calms me down. And I think that I've always kind of known that without knowing it. I remember spending summers just laying outside and it was like my meditation. I remember it always would make me feel relaxed to just be out in the sun and to just have an hour to decompress, not have anything to do and just to relax. And now I try to get outside and walk, especially by water. We live really close to a lake, so it's cool to get to see all of that. I've always made myself feel bad about wanting to make more money and what we're gonna do after this beautiful little castle, which we're not in a hurry, but our dream's always been a lake house and RVing and traveling around, and we have a lake house already. We drive 5 minutes down the road and we're at the lake. So little mind shifts like that when you're oh, I could be here. Having the realization oh my gosh, I already have a version of the lake house. Be grateful right now in the moment. And that can be really, really hard sometimes. And sometimes you're not grateful to be in the moment because it's rough, but Do you love olives or do you hate them? Would have despised olives. Don't judge my eating utensil. They have like little mushrooms in here, and being a texture person that I am, I don't know if I can handle that, but I also have gotten a lot more adventurous and try to push myself even though I have weird texture things, so I kind of want to try it. Oh my god, that wasn't bad, but I feel weird. I'm really glad you came and did this with me because self-care is so important in anything that you might struggle with or just on a day-to-day basis. Starting with self-care changes everything. For me, self-care is like actually taking care of my skin. And growing up, I feel like I was girly, but also not very girly, and I didn't know much about skincare. I just loved the idea of doing face masks and sleepovers and all those kind of things. Snacks, that's always been something really fun, but why can't you have that whenever you want? Like, take the time to do that for yourself sometimes, and it just makes life better. It doesn't even have to be a regimen, but just like have that ritual with yourself of like, before bed I put lotion on, or I rub my feet. I did that for a little bit, and whenever you like actually give your body nourishment on the outside and on the inside with food, changes everything, and then your body trust yourself. It's almost like we can become at war at like what our brains are doing and what our bodies are feeling, and we're mad at our bodies for not being able to push us further along, or we're not progressing the way we should, or maybe you had a setback and maybe you're injured yourself, or you haven't been going to the gym as much, or whatever it is that's like messing with you. Like, we all have that. And there's a lot of different ways to self-care. Sometimes it's honoring yourself by showing up for yourself. That's something I've been working on. Sometimes it's learning how to take care of your skin or to take care of your hair. Like, I'm learning how to actually do curly hair. And if there's anybody out there that actually knows how to make their curls really pretty and understands their hair, send help, because I genuinely don't know how to do my curly hair, actually keeping it moisturized and healthy. I don't know what I'm doing, but I learned a couple of other little things, and it makes a difference when you do them for yourself. Like, we're having some wine right now. Like, that is beautiful. That is such a beautiful experience to give yourself. And having some crackers and cheese and meat if you like that, or if you're vegan, you can have beautiful sauteed tofu. Do those things. Like, and I also love strawberries and chocolate. And even though there's times I'm working out and trying to cut back on sweets, like, that's a luxury you can give yourself. It's really not that bad. You can go super, super healthy and do like the 95% dark chocolate. And it's like 2 or 3 grams of sugar. It's tar, but you kind of really like it when you're not letting yourself have sugar. And if you like dark chocolate, it's an acquired taste. You can get used to it. But also, even then, sometimes I can have that semi-sweet. I can have milk chocolate. And it's not about like, this will just kind of go into another thing that I've been working on, or just like a step in my own recovery. I still have moments where body dysmorphia messes with me. I still have moments where I can't stand looking at my skin, or I find something to pick apart, or there's something I'm self-conscious about just about every single day. Maybe a couple things. And sometimes they cycle and go away, and sometimes they come back. But I can say, even when I'm having those cycles and I can look at myself and I catch it, like it's instantaneous, and I'm like, hey, it's okay, and I have something that can help it, and I can become at peace with it. And sometimes it's persistent though, like it'll keep coming back throughout the day, and I have to keep reminding it. And as long as that other voice can come in and be able to stop it, it makes it easier. And then there's other days that I don't realize it's happening, and I have a couple times where it's like, hey, your skin looks really dry, you're looking old, or like you're getting wrinkles already, and things like that, and which are silly, and that's okay. Like, it's okay to have wrinkles, and I usually can make myself feel so much better. But like, there's also other things, like it's because you're not doing your skincare the way you should be. You should be moisturizing more. My hair's falling out because I'm not moisturizing it the way you should. So it's almost like there's things you can do to help your body dysmorphia. You can take care of yourself and give yourself self-care, mentally and physically. Giving yourself lotion. Maybe you don't have wrinkles, but you should lotion your skin anyway. Even if you don't have wrinkles, your skin wants it. It needs that love. We need water. The skin needs lotion. The skin needs moisture. Moisturize. Don't be so dry. One, I hate the way I feel dry. I really do. But like, I hate the dry feeling, and I also hate the feeling of my skin when I have lotion on. So then like that kept me from putting lotion on. But I'm like, you know what? My skin feels better though. I can get over the stickiness, or trial and error. I've had to find a couple lotions that don't make me as sticky that I can tolerate. So don't let that hold you back. Don't let having kids or being really busy, and I know that I come from speaking of someone who doesn't have kids, and my experience is fostering and having a bunch of kittens I'm caring for, and I do bottle feed and it's all night long, but like I can't relate to having kids. I really can't, because I already feel like life is so hard sometimes. So I can't say that I know exactly what it's like, but I can imagine how hard it fucking is. Like, I applaud you. Like, if you're handling that right now, or you like are out of that stage, you're like in the toddler stage, or even like you're dealing with even them being older, like good job. Like seriously, this world is crazy right now, and I'm sorry that it's so fucking crazy. I got you. We got each other. And you're doing a good job. You're doing the best that you can. That being said, take time for yourself. Even if it's like a 5-minute thing, like make it a ritual, like you can kind of have time. In the shower, in the drive, in the car on the way to something. No, like every time I'm in the car, I'm gonna practice some deep breathing just to kind of help, like keep things together. Let yourself have some chocolate sometimes. It's not that, like, you can have some chocolate. Even if you're lifting and you're trying to get all these goals, sometimes then yeah, you don't have to. But if you're not trying to do a bodybuilding competition, have some chocolate. It's okay. Don't be so hard on yourself. It's okay. Rub your feet at night, right before bed, when you're putting lotion on. In the shower, just be mindful of how it feels for it to touch your skin. Get in tune with your body. Take a random dance class every now and then. Take a random class that you've never done and want to try every now and then. You gotta take care of you, because if you're struggling with body dysmorphia or any of those types of things, like being able to solely make your body feel cared for, because when we're at a war with our bodies and our minds and our bodies are at war with each other, it's really hard to make them like each other when your body is so sick of you keep telling it that it's ugly, or like telling it that it's not worthy for these things, or like creating all these rules. And like, don't wait for someone to come spoil you. Don't wait for your friends to do things for you, or don't wait for like your partner to even do that. Those are bonus things, and that's something that can be worked upon for sure, but like do it for yourself. Like do those things for you, because it means so much. Your body will see and understand that you are the one putting in that effort for yourself. It will change everything. You'll look at yourself different. You'll genuinely start feeling care for yourself. It takes time. It absolutely takes time, and you gotta start small sometimes, but like then you'll be able to treat yourself like you would actually treat your best friend, or like someone you really love. And it's amazing. It's amazing to do that for yourself, because you then start having more belief in yourself. You start having more confidence in yourself. You start like being your own teammate, and that is so important, to become teammates, especially when the demons start kicking in, or being able to understand that those can be a teammate too, and how they can work together, and understanding like, okay, you're saying this to me. Why are you saying this to me? Where is that actually coming from? Oh, that could be the little girl in me who's scared to do this, or the little girl in me who's nervous about this and needs that protection or needs that comfort. And it's like, then you can bring them together, but it starts by showing up for yourself and caring for yourself. And it doesn't have to be huge, and it doesn't have to cost money. It doesn't have to be any of those things. Taking time to sing in the car and jam out and just be silly, especially when you haven't released that kind of emotion in a while, or even letting yourself cry. I'm really happy you came to hang out with me today. I'm glad that we got to chat and catch up. Oh, before you go, I want to do one more little toast. Let me go top you off. Not make a mess. All right, hold it up. I am really proud of you. You are fucking fighting demons every day, and you are pushing past, and you are striving to become the person that you want to be, doing the best that you can, and you're taking it day by day. I couldn't be more impressed by you. You are amazing. Please keep pushing. Please keep doing this. You got this. Have a great week.